There are many myths to what mental health looks like. People often associate mental health with someone who is not able to have a healthy life or someone who is not able to be productive, a contributing member of society. But this disorder looks different in every single person.
I'm Dr. Nadia Richardson. I'm a professor, I'm a diversity consultant, I'm the founder of the Black Women's Mental Health Institute, but I'm also a Black woman who's diagnosed with high-functioning, rapid cycling bipolar 2. So when you think about what mental health looks like, you can use my face, and that's completely fine. I think that dispels what people think mental health looks like.
Dr. Richardson says in the same way you should get a physical every year or go to the dentist on a regular basis, you should also check in on your mental health.
What I found, and I'm also encouraged by this, is that when you do go for a physical, typically with an internal medicine doctor, a part of what's present now on their checklist is a mental health check-in. They may ask about mood. They might ask about your mental health directly. I find that to be a positive step in the right direction because it helps people to understand that it's a part of their full wellness.
Our over-reliance on technology has disconnected us from people. And Dr. Richardson explains how important the people connection is to good mental health. Being a safe sounding board for someone battling a disorder involves doing check-ins and asking a simple question.
How are you doing? Oh, I'm good. Okay, but how are you really doing? Next follow-up question, tears. You feel seen. I mean, we're in the South, right? In the South, you say, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good. And you almost say it as you're walking by in passing, right? With no space to really stop, look someone in the eye and go, okay, but how are you really doing? And that gives people pause, but it also makes them feel seen. And if they feel seen, then they can't hide.
Dr. Richardson offers this message to someone who is struggling with managing their mental health.
Acknowledge it. And don't be afraid to tap into support. You have to be authentically who you are. You have to be brave enough to share and let someone know that something is going on and connect to resources.
Aside from resources, there are coping mechanisms that can help you maintain a healthy mindset. They include spending time with family and friends, journaling, and traveling. The challenge across the board when it comes to mental health can be the long wait to see a doctor. Remember Haley, who we introduced you to last week? This was part of her story too.
We would sit there and we'd have this back and forth conversation and they'd be like, yeah, you need help. Yeah, you need therapy. You need it now. You need it as soon as possible, but the soonest we can get it to you is 5 months from now.
The maze to find mental health services for Haley involved everyone in her life working together to find the help she needed. It's important to note that finding the right person to talk with may take more than one try.
You need to be in an established relationship with your therapist and be able to connect with them and easily build rapport. So if you don't have that connection, it's okay to ask for another one. The same with medication. The same medication doesn't work for everyone. So the same therapist also won't work for everyone. And you need to find one that's a good fit for you so that it's beneficial.
It's going to take you a little bit of time to find a clinician that you feel comfortable with, that you feel like you can build rapport with, that you feel safe to being totally open with. Once you find that person, it will completely change your life.
Changing your life and changing the stigma that surrounds mental health.